Amanda here with your March 2017 RuneScope. Quick announcement, starting April 1st, I will be raising the price of my private sessions from $65 to $70. I've put off doing that as long as I can, but unfortunately rising fees and costs of running my business have forced me to do that. So, but I did want to give you a heads up that all of March will be at $65 for my Skype session. So if you've been putting off setting that up and want to get it at the lower price, it's a small increase, but still, if you don't want to pay the extra $5, definitely book with me in March. But also I will be offering a spring RuneScopes class, or Rune class, where you learn how to read the runes for yourself and others. It's totally online. It's a 6-week course. That's going to be March 27th through May 5th. And the deadline to sign up will be Thursday, March 23rd at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. So that is $185 for the full 6-week course. If you want to sign up for that, drop me a line at runescopes4u@gmail.com. That's the number 4 and the letter U. The price for that will also be increasing. Any future classes will be $10 more. So if you want to get into the lower price and learn how to read the runes, contact me, or to set up an appointment for a Skype session, drop me a line as well. Now, this month I'm going to be using a conjunction with the runes for your March RuneScope, the beautiful Golden Tarot by Cat Black. And then be sure to meet me over on Vimeo for part 2 of this reading, where I will be pulling your spiritual guidance reading from the Fairy Ring Oracle. This is by Anna Franklin and Paul Mason. So don't forget to click the link below. Just click or tap show more beneath this video, and all this information I just discussed will be there. But now, without further ado, on to your reading. Hey there, Gemini. Let's jump into March and see what the start of spring is going to hold for you. See which runes want to talk first of all. To Geminis, March 2017. What do you need to know? Now, as always, Gemini, these are not private readings. These are general free sample readings, if you will. I think that's the best way to put it. Just to give you an idea of how a private session works. But that's how I really tune into your energy and give you spiritual advice about whatever specific circumstances or situations you may be dealing with in your life. These are general readings for every Gemini that may happen to stumble upon them and want to watch them. So some of the messages will be for other people. Some hopefully will be for you. You can also check out the video for your rising sign as well, and that can also hold some additional messages. But again, they probably are not all going to be specifically tailored to your circumstance, and probably more specific outcomes. Generally, you're only going to get that in a private reading. So if you would prefer that, definitely set one up with me. Just contact me at the email address in the video or below the video, and we can get going with that. But let's see what's coming up here for my Geminis. For March 2017. Challenge or focus of the month, we do have King of Swords in reverse. So this is air sign energy, Gemini. Could be you, could be another Gemini, could be an Aquarius or a Libra. Whoever this is, they're saying something that you don't like, or you're saying something that's not being well received by others. This could also be someone you feel is being dishonest with you. Sometimes this person can be harsh, critical, overly pessimistic. You know, there's a difference between being a realist and being a pessimist. There's nothing wrong with being realistic and being a critical thinker, unless you're always criticizing someone or everyone, or... So, if this is you, Gemini, it may be your challenge to not do this in a certain circumstance in the month of March. You may be kind of trying to fight your own tendency to do this, Gemini, in March. because there's a big shift or change coming up for you or for someone close to you, and they may be really excited about it, but you may be feeling like, oh, this is a risk, or, you know, that's a big change. Are you sure you want to do that? And it's like, you may just want to be supportive and be like, hey, good luck. Best of luck to you. But some of you may be having to overcome your own self-doubt or your own feelings of your own mental record, right? That's saying, oh, you can't do that. That's a big risk, or that's a big change, or maybe we should wait a while. There's something in March that, you know, you could talk yourself out of. And I feel like it would be an awesome change for the better, because you really got a lot of good other cards going on here. But I feel like it kind of hinges on whether or not you tell that inner voice to shut up, because, you know, it's not the authentic inner voice. It's the inner critical voice, or the inner Debbie Downer, right? So you got to turn that off and overcome that. I think many of you will, though, because you have AWAs, and this is all talking about forward movement, big shifts and changes. It's something you've been hoping, though, that would happen, or waiting on to happen, but it's like, you know, anytime there's a change, it can throw us into, you know, kind of chaos for a minute. So it's like, oh, I've been wanting this to happen, but now I've got it. Now what do I do? That whole kind of be careful what you wish for scenario. But this doesn't have to be you, though, Gemini. It could be somebody else who's just kind of harsh and you're mellow, or you know, you're really excited about something. You're really excited about a move or a shift or a change that you're making, or a new job, or a move, or travel, a trip, something you're planning to do. And then this person just kind of, well, why would you want to do that? You know, that's a big risk. Are you sure it's going to pay off? That sort of thing. And it's like, the reason that you may get upset about that is because, you know, I've got my own inner voice saying that to me. I don't need that coming from you too. No comments from the peanut gallery. Now, in the present, as you move from February into March, we do have Knight of Cups here. So, Knight of Cups next to Ingwas. The rune of new beginnings, creativity, new partnerships, fertility, love, luck. So Knight of Cups, if it's a person, and it doesn't have to be, but it could be a person of the water sign element. So Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer, or someone with those traits. Could be male or female, again, in these general readings. So could this King of Swords. Could just as easily be a female. Knights are generally 35 or younger, if I had to put an age on it. You know, they're still kind of in the middle of life lessons. Not a child, but still maybe a little bit, you know, younger, or comes off younger as a younger energy. This could also be somebody offering something to you. It could be if you are single. Maybe this is a new relationship. And your inner voice may be saying, oh God, what's wrong with you? You know, kind of waiting for that other shoe to drop. Maybe you've met someone, or you meet someone in March, Gemini, those of you that are single and looking, and you're kind of like, oh, this person's too good to be true. What's wrong with them? You know, or it could be somebody else who's meeting somebody you've been dating for the first time, your dad or your mom, or, you know, your brother, your sister, and just being like, they seem, you know, like they're hiding something, or, you know, something like that. I don't think this is a big deal, because the runes next to it are pretty positive. I think you're going to easily be able to either tune out your own inner voice about this, or kind of, you know, this rune is, Dag is saying, you know, give it time to progress. It's going to be a gradual thing. I mean, if this person is new in your life, you got to kind of give them a shot before you, you know, shoot them down. But yeah, this could be someone offering you love, or coming back from the past and wanting to reconnect. Someone you've had a falling out with, or an argument, or a disagreement. Maybe you hurt their feelings because you were critical about something they were doing, and they're, you know, coming back and wanting to reconcile, or offer offer you a chance at reconciliation or a chance to make things better. This could also be someone coming in wanting to team up with you on a creative project because it's coming up next to Ingwas. So if you're an artist, a musician, an actor, this could be a new project coming in that maybe it has a theme that is emotional. Most art usually does. Maybe it's a love story. Maybe it is you know, they've written a love song and they want you to, you know, play guitar in their band, or they want you to play on the record, or CD or song or MP3, whatever you're listening to music on these days. I don't know. I can't keep up. So yeah, that's the start, and this is a really good start. I mean, you know, this is news of love, a person offering something to you, Gemini. That would be could be an auspicious new beginning. Could also be news of pregnancy or a birth. You could be finding out you're pregnant. You could be finding out that someone else is pregnant, and then this person's like, oh, why would you want to have, you know, why would you want to have kids in this day and age? I mean, you know, or maybe you've already got kids and they're like, another kid? Really? Are you sure you can afford that? I mean, there's just someone who's trying to, you know, and I don't even know that this person's doing this on purpose. In some cases, he or she may be, but they're just kind of like, they always see the glass half empty, you know? So do your best to tune that out, whether it's your own voice or someone else's. Help that's going to be available. This is weird because we got the five of coins coming up. So a disappointment leads to a reconciliation. That's what I'm getting directly from this, because I've got Wunyo here in the reverse as well. So these are two things you wouldn't normally see as a help. So there's a blessing in disguise big time in March. Okay, some sort of loss is actually a gain because it opens a door to open communication. A financial change. This card can sometimes mean a job loss. I hate to deliver that, but this doesn't have to be you, Gemini. This could be someone around you. You're sad they're leaving, or you're sad they got laid off, but then maybe you're interviewed for their job or their position, because Ansuz is coming up, and that's the card of, I mean, that's the rune of the job interview and doing very well, completing exams. Some of you may be wanting to take a course or a class or go back to school, and you're just like, oh my gosh, I don't know if it would be worth it. It's really going to cost a lot to do this, but then it turns out that, I mean, this is exactly what you needed to do, and it's wonderful. It's excellent. It's worth every penny. But you may be kind of thinking, oh, I'm going to have to put this off because I don't have the money, but then maybe you're able to find, you know, talk to a financial advisor, talk to a school advisor. You know, maybe this person is, you're trying to borrow the money from dad or borrow the money from somebody, and they're like, oh, well, that's not, you know, maybe they kind of try to tuck you out of it, and that's what this is. But there's going to be some really good advice to get you out of financial straits, or to get you what appears like a loss is actually going to be a gain for you. And academics, communication, teaching, studying, even if it's expensive, it seems like it will be worth the investment. Just make sure you do your homework on, you know, maybe you're looking at a very, very expensive school or training course, and you're like, gosh, I just can't afford that. But then you find an alternative that is cheaper, or someone tells you, or you find it on the internet with Ansuz. So yeah, don't give up on whatever this is that you're wanting to do. That could be this good news coming in that, you know, well, you may not be able to afford this school, but here's another option, or here, I'll loan you the money, you know, that sort of energy. What must be accepted in March? I've got another person, Knight of Coins. But this is the Knight of Money. He moves slowly, but he's moving nonetheless. Right now the horse is taking a break, but you know, this could be an earth sign Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, or someone with those traits, again, coming up as a knight, so 35 or under. Can be male or female, but this could be news coming up. You got the money, you got the loan, you got the job, you got the promotion, you got into this training program. This could be something you're doing online. Maybe you don't have to go to the actual school. You can take online, because we've got the Ansus and the Help, the rune of the internet and communications. And then we've also got Othello, which is the rune of home and family. So, I do feel like there's going to be some sort of decision that, you know, yeah, money's coming to you. You're going to get the, you're getting the loan, because you've got Fehu here in your outcome. A job offer, financial increase. If you just do your homework and ask for help or ask for assistance, you're going to get it, especially when it comes to money. Yeah, don't give up if you feel like you're hitting a roadblock, which some of you may feel like you're like, oh, I really want to study this, or I really want to do this because I would make more money if I finished this program, or I took the certification, or, but I don't, you know, I can't afford this school. Well, keep looking, because it seems like there's an alternative that you don't know about. But if you ask around or look online, it seems like you're going to find it. And there may be a way to do it kind of distance, maybe from that same school, but you do it at your house, or something like that. If you like did an interview and you got to the end of something and you finally get to the point where you're negotiating salary, Gemini, and it's lower, and you were like, oh my God, I can't live on that. I mean, had I known that, I wouldn't have gone through this whole interview process. Negotiate. I don't feel like whatever you're offered, that's just kind of a jumping off point or a starting point. Okay? Negotiate, because I feel like you can really get something that's more fair here. Or work it out with some benefits, because I'm seeing your money increasing, but this can also be benefits, health insurance, vacation time. I mean, work with whatever you can work with here. Stock options, so that it's fair for you. At the end of the month, we've got strength in reverse. So, there's also a kind of legal aspect here I want to talk about. Inheritance, wills, you getting a decision that you're getting what was left to you, or you're getting the money, or you're getting the property, you're getting the house. Here it comes. And you may be selling that. But you may think at some point in March that you're not going to get this. And this actually helps you in some way. Because maybe something you say kind of, you're like, you know what, I just want it to go to who it's supposed to go to, or, you know, I don't really care. You know, it would have been nice, but, you know, whatever. But I feel like you're getting some really good advice about money, property, and especially good legal advice or good financial advice. Strength in the reverse can kind of feel like at the end of March, I think all of this is going to leave you kind of drained, Gemini. I mean, I think there's a good result, but maybe just getting there, it's a lot of like back and forth, and you may feel like, oh my God, all that struggle, and finally I'm glad, but I am exhausted. Or I got the job, or I got into this program, or I'm going to do this course of study, but now the struggle of it, I'm just so tired. I don't know if I can go do the job, or I can go do the class. This can also mean that you're just feeling under the weather. Some of you, this may be a health procedure or some sort of surgery, or something that you need to have done. And you're not sure how you're going to get the money to pay for it. And then you get it. You get a loan. You talk to somebody who's willing to loan you the money. And you're able to come up with this. But others of you, I think you're just gonna you may watch out. You may get ill at the end of the month. You may just catch a little bug. You know, maybe double up on the hand sanitizer in March if you can, especially at work. whatever is a loss, again, it's not really a loss. Or this may just be the feeling of disappointment when, you know, this company that you really want to work for, and this job or this promotion that you really wanted, and they come back with this really low offer, and you're like, oh my God, that's not the end. You know, come back with, man, I really want to work for this company, but I just can't do that. Would it be possible to go up to this? I mean, you know, definitely negotiate here, Gemini. Don't feel like it's over, because I don't think that it is. Or this somehow, what seems like a loss is opening the way. Maybe it's a situation where, well, you know, that job is not going to work, but maybe they'll come back to you with something else. Like, well, this is at a higher pay rate. Would you be interested in this? That sort of thing. So, I think March is going to kind of be maybe one of those months where you feel like, oh my gosh, I'm using all this energy trying to get this done, but then I feel like I'm not accomplishing anything. By the end of the month, you will accomplish something, but you know, try to store up your energy if you can. And those of you that are needing money for a procedure, to get a surgery, or for health reasons, I do feel like you're going to get a loan, you're going to get assistance with that. Or maybe you're getting a job where this is going to be covered. You may have to wait a little bit, but you're getting news in March that, okay, finally I'm going to be able to get this done. So that's what I see for March, Gemini. Do join me over on my Vimeo on demand page for part 2 of this reading. I am going to pull your spiritual guidance card from the fairy ring, and I'm going to focus on this King of Swords and this 5 of Coins and Wunyo in reverse here, and see if we can get more information about what their advice is to handle those situations here, if we can get more clues as to what it is, for most of you anyway. So meet me over there. The link is below. Just click or tap show more. And I'll see you there, and I'll see you back here next month.